Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and today is supposed to be my monthly personal build, but since neither of them are currently done, it's cold and damp. It's taking the paint forever to dry. I thought I'd instead do the video on the OSU HVZ that we recently went to, which was really the first auxiliary event that I've been to since I launched the auxiliary. So it was an invitational HVZ, a one-day HVZ, held at Oregon State University down in Corvallis, and it was absolutely excellently run. It was a beautiful, beautiful event. I went down. I traveled with able crewman recruit Jose and able crewman recruit Nick. We went halfway down. We stopped to billet at Auxiliary Lance Corporal Greg's place in Hillsboro, Oregon, and he met us with prime rib and candied bacon. That man knows how to billet officers. And then we met, we chatted, we had a lovely time, went to sleep, got up, headed the rest of the way. The LZ was the apartment of several auxiliary members that were meeting us there, so we had parking arranged and they knew where we were going, so we stopped there, got most of our gear on, lugged the rest of our gear to campus, found the location, got all the information we needed, and we set out. Everybody ready?
Hi.
I got right, you got left. Clap. All right. Form up. You in contact? Cool. Stay human. Nothing terrible eventful right away. It was just kind of mill around campus and try not to get tagged, and we did a little bit of basic squad training while we were there. Then we got to the first mission location, and we held that until the briefing took place. The first mission was what we referred to as Zombie Quidditch, which was fantastic. The big metal ring that you see in the middle of the courtyard throughout the rest of this footage was the goal for the zombies. They're trying to fight their way into the courtyard and throw socks through that ring. Every time they manage to throw one through, they get a point. Our goal is to prevent them from being able to score, as many points as possible. There were those black benches you see around the outside of the courtyard. If you are kneeling or sitting on one of them, most people chose to kneel because it was raining, you could use whatever Nerf blaster you wanted. If you were standing and were able to move around, you could only use single-shot blasters or socks. So that was kind of to give the zombies a chance at getting into the courtyard. So we deployed our squads. I put Nick's squad in one corner. I took a part of his squad to another corner, and then Jose was covering the back entrance. Moved around as necessary. We lost a couple of people fairly early on, but loads of fun was had. And here's kind of how it went. What does the blue band mean? Nick, take your squad. Go look.
Squad, form up. Sir.
Jose, take your squad that way. Check that corner.
Okay, squad.
Get stuck in. Bring it back in. Watch the doors, watch the corners. Watch your sectors. Do not worry about everybody else's.
Incoming.
Over here.
Incoming. Form up.
We're formed. Hey, they're on their own, man.
Okay.
Can I have entrance to the fortress?
Yeah, go ahead. Move through. Watch for the rush. Watch yourselves. Watch your sector. Watch your sector. All Zeds are down, except for the one over there. Yep, you watch your sector. There could be more. Well, that's alarming. You're going to be in a 2-man fire team. So pick who you want to be your 2-man fire team. I assume you and her and you and him. You cover him when he's reloading. He covers you when you're reloading. Okay. If you have to switch magazines, inform him loudly, reloading. He will say covering, and he will cover your sector as well as his. When you're done, you say up to let him know that you're back up and going so he can quit covering your sector. Always cover your sector. You're each covering one section of this. Don't look to other people's. Don't turn around when you hear yelling, because then the zombies hit you from behind. Your team member will cover your back when necessary. When we go through hallways, one of you will check one way, the other one will check the other way. If the hallway's not wide enough, one goes through going one way, the other guy covers the other way. But stay with your team. In situations like this, one of you will top off your magazine while we have the time, the other one will stay prepared. Then you'll switch and you'll cover the other person while they top off their magazine, so we never run out of ammo. Good? Good. Welcome to the auxiliary.
Hey, it's nice to meet you, man. My name's Dennis.
I'm Captain Xavier.
Yes, you are. Seen enough of you on YouTube.
Sweet.
I'm wondering where's the
take your... This is a tiny HVZ. That would just be neat. It also wouldn't have passed their hitting too hard. Here, you two, fill in for them. You'll be in Nick's squad from now on if you want to keep running with us. You two will be a fire team, cover each other. Squad coming in. There's items already? Who had them?
They're fishing them out of a van over there.
Oh, the mods are fishing them. Okay. This is probably... They are conveniently in a parking lot right next to the mission zone. Neat! Yep, there's the box. There's that box we're after. Nick, try not to die getting that box, but get me that box. Yeah, give me one more. Probably means they're getting ready to charge from somewhere else. What?
The corporal wants to know if you
Yeah,
need to be covered.
that's why you're here.
Okay.
I told him to send me one. Here they come!
Oh, how many stocks you got in there?
At least one more, watch it! Hit, well done, well done.
Here's some ammo.
Retrieve your socks, I'll cover. Good coverage, guys. Watch yourself. Yeah, I'm covering you. Good, thank you. Now there's more than one over here.
They're in the bushes.
Haven't seen that shield in a while. Here they come! Sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah, you got me.
Woo.
Who?
No, the noodles, you're not safe from the noodles.
You got both?
Yeah, and then I barely socked her noodle.
I should grab my sword boots and come cover
Yep,
one of these
yep,
benches.
yep. Here they come! We're low on coverage. Bring it up, bring it up. Get the bench, get the bench. Yeah, he's up, get the bench. Watch that noodle. Nice shot. Save your ammo, you're gonna need it. Yeah, yeah. How stands the hour? Time. You've got a watch on your wrist.
That's true. 1:35.
Okay, we got 25 more minutes, so knuckle up. Yep. Yep, I got you. I wish I had my jolt vest. Oh, we lost another one. All right, you scum! For the fallen auxiliary, bangarang! Bangarang!
He's off the bench. He's off the bench, Marcus.
Switch benches, switch benches, switch! Are you okay?
Oh, no.
Hold.
Hold. Hold. That's not call. Let me get up. Most importantly, is your black shirt.
I think my black is fell on my ass.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I shot him. Incoming! Got it. Tiny zombies! And switch! Switch! Nice coverage. Watch your back! Watch your back! Where? What? Oh, noodle. Oh, tiny zombie in the shrub. Push him out. Runner! Here they come! Watch it! We got runners! Here they come, noodlers! Ha! Right in the noodle. That got him. Covering.
Well, this one's a lot safer now.
And those sockers are really, what?
It's an appendage.
I don't know. Okay. I would allow her to block. If she can block with the noodle, she should block with the noodle.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, she can totally block.
I mean, I would allow it. Here comes the rush! Watch that side! Luchathor, this way! Watch your sector! Here they come! Watch that noodle! That's the dart armor! Eat. We got you, we got you. Yep.
If you see it, hit me, call me.
Well, we will. Oh, and one down. Watch the noodle! Watch the noodle!
Just slightly too close down.
I don't know, you got more people than anybody.
Yeah, we got the noodle coming in. Nice.
Sorry, are you okay?
That was a really good shot. Incoming! Light him up! Light him up! Watch the push! Nick! You back?
Watch out behind you!
Thank you. Here they come! Watch that noodler. Where's the noodle and the shield? Oh, and body armor. He's got the noodle, the shield, and the body armor. We got a massing.
Chris, get your throat. Let's go.
Get ready. We'll draw him in. Get ready to light them up. Jesus. Watch that kid with the noodles. Not from the noodle, you're not safe.
What's your job? No, that is not your job. Go make zombies.
Watch the little noodler. Got him. He sucked. I got him too.
You got it.
Okay. I got her?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, nice. Oh, wait until they actually declare it safe. How many did you lose?
I lost one.
Okay, you?
I think 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go on. Not bad.
Hey! My squad, mate! Woo!
He pretty much single-handedly held this corner for half the game.
It wasn't me, it was the expenditure of ammunition.
With all that too. What was that?
Everyone over here.
All right.
So in the end, they scored 5 points, and they needed 6. And so we, the humans, were the victors. And so we got to start with the MacGuffin for round 2. Round 2 was kind of a variant on Capture the Flag. They had a large cardboard box full of jingle bells. And that is what you were trying to get a hold of and move to your team's score location and then hold it for a set amount of time. Once a point was scored, the box reset to its spawn point where it normally would spawn, and both sides would then try to get to it first and then try to get it to their location and hold it for however long. We got to start with it because we won round 1. So it was at our starting location, which was where the zombies were trying to get to score with, and then we had to get it to where the zombies started out. There were areas marked out in cones that you had to put the box in and hold for a certain amount of time. But a person could only hold the box for 10 seconds at a time, so you had to keep passing it back and forth between other people of your party that was moving the box. And that made it a little bit more difficult. Then we got organized and just had 2 people who just kind of passed it back and forth between themselves every 10 seconds. And this, unfortunately, I got almost no footage of this round. I apparently just, I think I turned my GoPro off thinking I was turning it on, which is tragic. But we got to the location the first time, we scored our first point, no problem. The box reset, we got a hold of it the second time, we got it to the location, no problem. But in holding it for the second point, because we had to hold it for 3 minutes. We had to hold the box in the side of this hill with lots of cover all around it from the zombie horde for 3 minutes. They only had to, if they got a hold of the box and got it to their score point, they only had to hold it for 30 seconds because they don't have blasters. So it seemed very fair. We ended up losing a number of people during that second attempt to hold the point. That is when I lost both Nick and Jose. Both got taken out in dubious circumstances, but true to the auxiliary standard, they didn't argue. Someone said they got him. They just went with it. They both, Nick wanted to try playing a zombie. Jose, at that point, was cold and wet and just went and watched gear for the rest of the event. And we did get that second point. It then reset. The zombies got to it first, but we hunted them down and got to them just as they got to where they needed to score, because they didn't realize exactly where it was. They knew the general location and that they were looking for cones, but our goal was like 6 feet by 6 feet and 9 cones forming it, and it was very easy to see. Theirs wasn't so easy to see. There was a huge area, and the cones were in the corners, and if you weren't looking closely enough, you didn't see them. And they didn't. They ran right through it, and we tagged them and got the box and got it, and we scored a third point, and then just went to a fully defensive location, which is the only footage we do have, is right at the end. We went back to where the zombies were going to try to bring the box, and we just hunkered up there in the most defensible location we could find, and just held until the time ran out. And that led us into the final round. We're doing some sort of a capture the MacGuffin. This is where the zombies need to bring the MacGuffin, and we're holding it because it was defensible. What?
Well,
I'm good.
everybody, look out. Good dog.
The final round was moving a cart. They had a large cart that they've been using to move all the stuff around, all the game materials, all throughout the whole game. And now we had to move it to 3 checkpoints, hold each checkpoint for 5 minutes, and then get it to the final location. And at this point, there were 8 humans left. Luckily, a lot of zombies had also left early because it was raining and they had kids and it was just miserable. And so I think we had a dozen or so zombies at this point. So we weren't too horribly outnumbered. But holding those locations for 5 minutes was a long time. The cart moved at its own pace. We weren't moving the cart, an NPC was moving the cart, and we had to have 2 humans tethered to the cart at all times in order for the cart to move. We got to the first location, didn't lose too many people. I don't know if we lost anyone up to the first location. Held the first checkpoint for 5 minutes, moved on to the next checkpoint, and then we lost a lot of people at the second checkpoint. And on our way to the third checkpoint, we got hit again, and it ended up being down to only 3 people. Myself and 2 auxiliary that were there were the last 3 humans. They were pulling the cart, and then they got hit, and it was down to just me. And while I'm pretty good at HVZ, I can't take an entire horde all by my onesie with an alpha trooper and a hammer shot. So I was kind of going like, there's only me. I can't move the cart by myself, right? And while we were working that out, 3 zombies rushed me, and I managed to get 2 of them, and the third one tagged me. So I thought it was an excellent end. I didn't end up doing a big, glorious last stand or anything like that. They just were smart enough to, let's just get him! And they got me, which was fantastic.
Can I shoot you and push the cart myself? No? Well, that makes sense. Incoming!
All right, let's get this bad boy up here onto the... All right, the first checkpoint has been reached. Time starts at 5 minutes. Starting now.
Christ. Watch your sectors. They're gonna rush us.
Runner. First checkpoint has been
Gotcha.
Z. 6.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, go!
Reloading.
Covering.
Good.
The word is up. Reloading. I say covering. You say up. I switched to the wrong alpha trooper. That would have been bad. They're gonna go Napoleon on us. Watch your sectors. If we need extra firepower, we'll call for it. Stop wasting ammo.
Ready,
They're going column.
set, go! Woohoo! And in!
I got your hand. Gotcha.
Incoming!
Focus at the phone, did you?
Would you like some ammo?
What I'd really like is a strife.
1 minute of defense remains on the card. Over. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, the card can move again.
Car's moving.
And it's not too tangled up in there. I'm on.
Who else has, does anyone else have semi-auto?
I got semi-auto.
All right, you're on the rope. We lost our stripes.
Reloading, 1 second.
Do I have to hold on this or can I shoot from
Actually,
I don't
Which side of the
know.
road do you guys want to go on?
Far side.
Okay, far
Get us away
side.
from these
Yeah,
trees.
Nice open sight line.
right push.
1, a 2, a 2.
We got one coming
Somebody grab my jolt, please.
Set. Down.
Watch it. Here incoming.
I think I might have gotten you, man. Unless someone else
Nope,
can
I got you. I got you.
All right.
Still one left.
Make your shots count. I got Zed reinforcements coming in. It's gonna be a big push. Reloading. Cover me, cover me.
Still alive? I am. Okay, yeah, stay frosty. Do we have 2 humans? I'm okay.
All right, we got Zeds on all sides of us now.
We've got a lower number of humans.
Oh, man.
I can take the drop off.
That, oh, yeah, that one. I'll probably make it better.
Probably, if it doesn't prepare it. I can get away with not having to carry it.
Oh, we lost a bunch of people.
Okay, one guy got 2.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Lo, there do I see my father. Lo, there do I see my mother and my sisters and my brothers. It was really a really well run game. The rounds were very unique. I'd never run HVZ missions quite like those ones before. It was well balanced. They kept the game very well balanced throughout. There were super zombies. There were zombies that had noodles, which just gave them extra reach. Also, anything that normally would protect humans. So there were various places where a human would be safe, but they were never safe from the noodles. There were also shields that just blocked anything, but you could normally tag them if you could get around them. And then there was dart armor. It was a vest that had darts glued to it that made you immune to darts. You could only be taken out with socks. And at one point, they gave all 3 items to one tiny zombie, and it was terrifying. Luckily, he didn't really know what he was doing. He should have just rushed us. He probably could have taken half of us out before we knew what was going on. I rather unfortunately shot that young man right in the eye later on when he came at us with a shield, and he was hunkered behind it and there was nothing to hit, but he popped his head up and I tagged him right in the eye with my modded Alpha Trooper, and I felt really bad about it. He almost got me later in that same round, which would have been a glorious revenge, but Nick got him just before Nick got taken out, and then the kid rushed me and I got him again as well. Luckily, by that point, he had eye protection, so he learned his lesson and came after me with a vengeance, but they ended up having to leave early because of the rain and because he was a small child. But an absolutely excellent game. Good players. Didn't have any problem with anybody getting bent out of shape or not taking their hits or anything like that. There were a couple of times I was like, did you get me? Like, yeah, I got you. Never questioned it. Anytime there was, it was absolutely simultaneous. They'd rock, paper, scissors. That's how Nick got taken out. The guy with dart armor came at him. Both of his guns were empty, and somebody socked the dart guy just as he tagged Nick, so he had Nick paper, rock, scissors, and unfortunately Nick lost. Jose got taken out by a sliding zombie who was adamant that he'd got him on his way by, and so Jose just accepted it because that is how the auxiliary operates, and that's how I expect him to. And it was a really well done game. Some of the footage, unfortunately, as you saw, was not so great. I'm not quite used to what angle I need to have my GoPro at, so it was a little high for most of the footage. And then it got water on it, and I didn't think to wipe it off, so lessons learned there. Hopefully I will remember next time to angle it down a little bit more and to make sure that I wipe the rain off of it. But that was the first game. Excellent group. We ended up having how many auxiliary did we have? At least 9 or 10, I think, of the 30 or 40 people that were there were auxiliary. We had 2 full squads. Jose was leading a 4-man fire team, and Nick was leading a 2-man fire team. We picked up a few more later on. Excellent showing of the auxiliary. Well done by all of them. Had a lot of fun. It was great meeting them, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more of you. Next big event is, of course, going to be Jared's Epic Nerf Battle. 2 weeks after that will be the PSU HVZ, which is going to be an even bigger event. So looking forward to all of that. Stay tuned! Bangarang!